That I appreciate these messy parts. We haven't cut our hair yet. We blow dried it. Most of it's dry. Most of it's still a little damp. It's hard to, not that it's hard. It's wiser to not try to force dry the entire hair without the proper moisture balance. So I need to add a little bit more. Because the parts that are dry are already dry. And if I apply the same heat necessary to dry the wet parts, I'm going to over dry the parts that are already dry. So I'm going to add more of a barrier. This is my hair grease. I'm telling you, girls, the minute you say you're natural, it's a damn lie because we all have to manipulate. Yeah, I'm natural, but I still have to use the hair grease in order to keep the natural hair. And I still have to comb it and brush it and twist it. And the fallacy of it all is that people have been doing it for a while. You know, I like to look at Latino culture to point out um, technique. They're the number one technique drivers. You guys have been the strongest witches for centuries. I'm just gonna name that. And the only reason I say that is because I've been doing kind of like a sociological study on my own, like a research, and I guess it's anthropological in nature because like I'm exploring history, I'm exploring themes, um, things that pop up, things that are useful for all civilizations and peoples. And since we live in the United States, I think I would hope we've gotten past the colorism and started to accept that like I mean like first of all you can't even define me properly because I'm mixed. Just like Latinos were already mixed. That was the whole point of the society project. Um, and the Europeans, it's so hard to talk about such things because the politics involved have been so entrenched for so long that I'm not going to get too far with this argument. We just do the study and get the benefits that we get. Fucking care for revolutionizes your opinion. I care if it's true or not, whether it revolutionizes my own life and my children's. They're the ones that are benefiting off of this. So I put my headband on to straighten hair enough for me to see if I got two headbands. Could have gotten four. I think I figured out how to do the cross. Oh. Mm, okay. But we're exploring this technique together, okay? Our baby's hair. I'm gonna have a baby. I'm gonna have a baby. I'm gonna get this one right. All the other ones will be right too. I'm gonna be different. I need you to understand there are going to be a lot of people that don't like me, that they're going to hate me. And so I need you to support me properly because they hate you too. And guess what? The ones that hate me, I don't want them to like me. So, like, it's not a matter of, oh, they hate me. It's no, they hate me and they're my enemies. So like, I just need you to understand. In a battle, I don't feel like fighting them. I just might have to. That's all. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Oh, look, that third headband. This is awesome. These videos are going super quickly. There's one. Different types of combs do different types of things. This is the rat tail. This is gonna help us part. I don't really need to keep this headband like this. I'm just keeping it like this in case I need to use it. I'm not gonna try not to look here. I don't expect to get it fully straight because I am kind of in a rush. I wanted to do way more during this break. And unfortunately, I started off on the wrong foot. I realized that this vacation wasn't going to be exactly like the last one very early, just because of how the receptionist treated me. It put me in such a bad mood. Then I had to kind of like work with myself. I was listening, ironically, earlier this morning today, after I had already purchased my booking, went off to work. But I was listening to Joel Osteen. He was talking about not letting the negativity get inside you. Like, there are gonna be people who don't like you, no matter what. He's just like, and they're gonna try to upset you. They're gonna try to derail you. They see an anointing on your life. They see anointing on your purpose, and they don't like that. So they purposely set themselves against you. And you have to learn how to be a bigger person. Like, you have to not let that get on the inside, because like what they're trying to do is sit on the inside. You're no longer you. Like, you're specifically you because of the things that are on the inside, not the things on the outside. Like, you'll hear me say a lot of things that might seem superficial, but you really have to scratch my surface a little bit to kind of find out that it's a lot deeper. Like, if I say anything in reference to like physical appearances, like, if you talk to me a little bit longer, you actually find out that I have a lot more of an unbiased opinion. I mean, it's biased in that, like, I see what is good, what I find is good, and that may differ from you, and that's fine. But like, if you're gonna hear me say this, I'm gonna say this actually once, and then I don't feel like I have to. I see being healthy and thin as being a benefit. If you had to ask me whether I wanted to be overweight or thin, I've said I've been thin my entire life. I work to stay thin. I work and continue to stay thin. I thank God for making me the exact way that He made me, and I would not change it any other way. I don't care if you have a D cup boobie. I don't want those. I think they're saggy. I think they'll be saggy on me particularly. I like to run. I like to keep my body in shape. I think that the way my body is very beneficial to me. I think that a lot of people like it. I like that I'm 6 feet tall. I wouldn't want to be anything shorter than that. And you know what? There are a lot of people who are the exact opposite of that. And I think you should appreciate yourself for that. And I meet a lot of people who are the opposite, and they hate me, and then they start to hate themselves because they don't meet the same standards or physicalization that I do. And you know you don't have to hate one in order to like the other. Okay, like like I accept that men like all types of shapes. That's fine. But like in him accepting that doesn't mean that I have to change, like contort myself, like because what I have is good, just like what you have is good. And I think me being in my body weight is actually better for me long term because it slows down the onset of diabetes. I don't have to worry about changing my lifestyle factors to cure my diabetes because I already have lifestyle factors that make sure that I don't get the diabetes in the first place. They're the exact same lifestyle factors that make sure you're supposed to remit the diabetes. So it's just like if you want to go into arguments about what's better or not, I think health is always better. Being thin doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. You can be anorexic, but I'm not. I'm not. And so then, like, you know what I mean? Addressing those things, the awareness. Why is this not working? Shit. Look, there'll be a lot of people who don't like the things that I say. You may not like what I've had to say. You might think of me differently. I don't know why it even matters what you think because you don't pay me. And even if you did, you don't own me. And even if you tried, you can't own me. Should I apologize for any of the things that I said? I don't see what I said that's so hurtful. I should put my watch back on to be on time. Okay, I got 30 minutes to straighten my hair, cut it. 30 minutes to throw in cornrows. We gotta go. Get an hour.